my dear students of Alvadas Public School, their parents, their grandparents, and media. Good evening to you all. It's a matter of pride and privilege to be invited to this annual Sports Day of Alvadas Public School, one of the best ICSE schools in this region. We all know how important games and sports is in the life of every student. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I used to be reminded of this fact every evening by my parents. I was very fond of books. And my parents used to tell me, now enough of books, now go and play. And this attitude of going out every evening, being forced to go out every evening and participating in games and sports helped me immensely when I was selected for Indian Police Service, because there you need to show a lot of fitness, physical fitness and physical ability. Nowadays we find children are busy with mobile phones, laptops, basically with internet. And by looking at your mobile smartphones, on one hand, you are suffering from myopia or hypermetropia or astigmatism, the difference in two eyesight disorders, and you have to put on specs at a very young age. On the other hand, you lose time, precious time, which otherwise you could have spent in games and sports. Why is games and sports important? I'm sure out of the 1600 students of Alvadas Public School, there are a number of talented students who can excel in games and sports. Some in football, some in cricket, some in volleyball, some in badminton, some in lawn tennis, golf, chess. Choose your discipline and excel in that, because then there is sportsman quota through which you can get entry into good colleges, good courses across the world if you can excel in any discipline. We all know that games and sports increases our physical fitness, stamina, makes us healthier. But it also, we must never forget, it also teaches us about sportsman spirit. The ultimate sports competition in the world is the Olympics. And the motto of Olympics is Citius, Altius, Fortius, higher, faster, stronger. That is another thing that games and sports teach us. How to be a better me tomorrow. Whatever I have achieved today, let me achieve a little farther tomorrow and a little more day after tomorrow. So my target should improve every day. Sky should be the limit. Swami Vivekananda once told, give these boys football. Let them play. Let them improve their physical fitness, because what we want in India is muscles of iron and nerves of steel, and it can never happen unless the youth of today, the young students of today, who are the citizens, the future of tomorrow, they invest a lot of time in games, sports and physical fitness. The other thing that games and sports teaches us is that tomorrow is another day. Today I may fail. Today I may become second. I may fail to win a prize. But tomorrow I excel and I win. That is, failures are the pillars of success. Therefore, I urge upon all students and request their parents and grandparents to motivate today's students to spend some time of the day in games and sports, in outdoor activities, and not to spend every moment either in studying or in browsing over smartphones and laptops. And for the parents and grandparents, I have one piece of advice. This is a beautiful book by Khalil Gibran, the Prophet. There, he says, the children, they are not born because of you. They have come through you. That's all. Therefore, don't try to make your children achieve what you parents could not achieve in your life. Because they are different individuals. An ideal parent will not force their children to pursue the unfinished dreams of their lives. They will spot the talent, the passion in their children and motivate them to progress along that path. A lot of people who failed in civil service exams, who failed means who could not get through. They excelled in other spheres of life and they have become highly successful. A lot of students who could not pass NEET and become doctor, they have excelled in other spheres of life and become successful. A lot of students who could not pass IIT, they have excelled in other spheres of life and become successful. Therefore, we should always have a plan A, plan B, plan C, so that if one plan fails, we have other plans in life. And last but not the least, we often think about our children's studies. We often think about our children's physical fitness, physical health. But what about their mental health? I request the teachers, the faculty of Alwad Public School, as well as the parents and grandparents of the students to think about the mental health of these students. Are all happy? Are they unnecessarily feeling worried or anxious because of some reason? Are they feeling depressed? Are they having any negative thoughts? If so, we must catch them, catch those thoughts and try to nip those thoughts in the bud. Mental health is one neglected field. Unnecessarily, if we neglect them initially, they become such big problems that tomorrow the entire family suffers because the child is mentally ill. And often when the child is mentally ill or weak, having a weak personality, his peers will dominate over the child, and if the peers are not in good company, they will force the child to emulate them and inculcate bad habits. Therefore, it is very important to spend more and more time with the students. After the school time is over, the parents and grandparents may please spend more and more time with your wards and find out what they are doing, how they are spending time, what makes them happy. Are they developing any bad habits? Are they going into bad company? And stop them before it is too late. Because Swami Vivekananda once said, children are like the clay, earth. The way you mold them, they can be easily molded. But once a time passes, they become toughened. That is very difficult to mold. They will break. So, it is our duty, both as teachers and